And here we are again. It is Monday, 7th of October. I believe this should be my first week of proper off season, and I'm just on the bike for a very quick warm-up spin for my strength and conditioning session. Doing a bit of a warm-up set right now before I start with my weights. Well, this session today is the last in the series of sessions designed to improve my power output. Starting on Wednesday, I'm going to have sessions focused on developing lean body mass. Another thing I'm going to do again now this week is I'm going to restart taking creatine. That's likely going to increase my weight, but that's okay. It's only water, and it's not like I currently need to be light for anything. Well, that's one thing. One, I know for sure. Two, nothing worth achieving. Three, never came easy, right? Four, five, least of all. Six, the plans for next year. Seven, so I don't stop lifting even off season 8. And I mean, look at the bright side. At least I'm gonna get better at push-ups. Done. I'm tired now. Tuesday, had a few errands to run. Doing that on foot because it's a really lovely day. Actually quite warm. Could have gone with a short sleeve shirt. And actually some sun today. Wednesday. Absolutely gorgeous weather today. I call this Golden October. And actually for once, not really anything on the agenda. So just going for a little stroll to soak it up. Sun is setting a fair bit earlier already these days. Something like 6:30 today. And that is with daylight savings. My creatine still in the loading phase. Lifting now. First of my hypertrophy sessions. So I'm likely going to feel that tomorrow. And in the next few days. That was tough. A lot of things hurt. A splitting headache now. Not great. It's Thursday, and I'm warming up for my next strength and conditioning session. A few stretches now, then just a few lifts after that. Friday, I'm on my way to work to play a gig with my band. I'll stop for some gas first. It's going to be a bit of a long drive today, and we're actually staying at a hotel, so only going to be back home tomorrow. Saturday morning, with our pianist, got half decent sleep. A really nice gig last night, and now looking at a long drive home again. How about this for a view though? Might actually do a prolonged fast starting later today. The big brekkie. That should do me for a while. Let's see how I feel. Just got back home. It is 1 in the afternoon. It's 4 hours since I ate. Told my coach about having a chance of doing a fast, and while I was driving, I saw that she replied. I didn't yet see what she replied, so I'm going to check that, especially about the sessions that we had planned. And yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead with it and keep you updated. And out for a walk. It's a bit after 5 p.m, so around 8 hours since my last meal. For now, as expected, I'm not feeling anything from the fast, apart from the feeling of, yeah, I could possibly eat, but that's nothing. So, doing a walk like that, now's the time. Yep, it's windy, alright. Didn't bring any gloves, which is just about okay. My fleece is kind of covering part of my hands, but glad I brought this bad boy for my bolt noggin. And I also obviously checked on what Coach Emma sent me. She gave me a little bit of feedback and moved tomorrow's planned session, lifting session, up to today, and made the weights a bit lighter, just to not induce all that much muscle damage, because it's going to be a while until any nutrients come in that could help in repairing that. And I'm walking, actually also feel my lower back quite sore from Thursday's lifts, which I suppose is what happens when you lift a lot of weight with a really bad technique. Has to be said though that it is a really lovely evening, isn't it? Doing my little strength session now. Getting close to 8, meaning 11 hours since the last time I ate. Well, I mean, it wasn't great. First half, my lower back was really killing me, which hints at not great technique today and terrible technique last time. Lots of work to do. Good morning. It's Sunday, bit after 9, which means it's just over 24 hours since the last time I ate. As is pretty usual after directly after getting up. I'm not feeling anything of the fast at this point. Just start up my coffee and looks like a reasonably nice day, huh? Bit over 27 hours now. It's just afternoon on Sunday, and the last few hours have been getting tough. I'm feeling a bit brain foggy because I'm pretty much out of carbs. Not yet in ketosis though. Don't know if I'm gonna get into ketosis, but just topping up on some electrolytes now. And considering, I don't know, a little bike ride or something like that to maybe push myself into ketosis, because right now it is tough. I got on the bike, just spinning legs for a little bit now. So, in hopes that it might change the way I feel, because right now it's not that much fun. But I don't know. Now if easy spinning on the bike could hopefully at this point push me into ketosis. Very important rule for off-season riding. No sweating allowed. It was actually my first ride since the Everesting. I'm not gonna Everest today. But I'm glad to report I still know how to ride my bike. Yeah, sadly now on the bike, didn't do the trick today. Got cold hands and cold feet now, which is pretty indicative of being deep into it fast. Hey, I may notice a few things. For one, it's dark. That's because it's 10 p.m. I kind of went into energy saving mode there for a few hours. Just snapped out of it. Well, it didn't end up being all that nice today, but just taking a little stroll around the block in hopes for that to kind of revive me, because yeah, I've been completely sunned out for several hours now. Bit nippy, but I'm moving. I'm not actually that cold, which is a nice change. Back now, I'm gonna go to sleep really soon. I mean, I'm gonna try, put it that way. Last night I slept surprisingly well. I have no idea it's gonna be the same tonight. I'm gonna have some more electrolytes right now, and yeah, and just see how far I can get into tomorrow. Right now, I really miss food. I'm not hungry, but I do miss eating. Hey, Monday morning, 48 hours into my fast, bit before 9, having my coffee, and I'm shockingly buggered. At 51 hours now, add some electrolytes again, and yeah, I'm honestly pondering breaking the fast at some point soon. It's not as hard as it was after getting up, but it is tough. And I miss food. How quickly things can change. After some 51 hours, I finally seem to have slipped into ketosis. I'm feeling great now. It is around 2, I believe, which means we're at hour 53, and if nothing changes drastically, I think I'm going to go for the rest of the day and only eat tomorrow. Out for a little walk now, because the weather is still nice for now. It's supposed to rain again later. Yeah, enjoy the sun while it's there. It's just afternoon, but it's mid-October and the shadows are already long. 5 in the afternoon on Monday, and I've honestly lost track of how many hours that is by now, but feeling quite okay. Got on the bike for just a little spin right now, doing the virtual descent route, assuming gonna be Haleakala volcano. And oh yeah, but I forgot to mention, sleep was actually once again surprisingly alright last night. I hope I can make that happen one final time this following night now. About an hour of easy spinning ahead for me at this point, and just feeling so much better. Took ages to get to this point, but finally I've reached it. So yeah, gotta go all the way until tomorrow morning. Right then, it's almost bedtime on Monday night. I just got myself a few last electrolytes to get me through the night. It's a final night of fasting. Hope I'm going to get another night of half decent sleep. And electrolytes are just so important. Can't really stress that enough. Usually you get a ton of salt and stuff like that, all those minerals from your food, but when you stop eating, you kind of run out. So if you want to try something like that yourself, make sure you have, I don't know, electrolyte tablets or something like that. Putting some salt in your drinking water is kind of a hack around that, because well, you're getting the sodium chloride from it, which is really important, but you're still lacking a lot of those rarer, scarcer minerals that your body really needs. So if you want to do a longer fast, having some sort of electrolyte tablet at hand is definitely the way to go. I'm actually feeling quite alright now. I'd say I'm feeling good. I'm not hungry, not cold. I mean, I have somewhat cold hands, but there's no biggie. So I'm hoping that I'm going to get another night of proper sleep, and tomorrow it's time to break that fast. Beyond the 60-hour mark now, and tomorrow morning at 9 I'm gonna hit the 72-hour mark for 3 full days. Never done that before. Well, here we are, 72 hours of fasting. It is almost 9 on Tuesday morning. Sleep really wasn't great last night for the first time. Really had some issues with insomnia, but now it's all about to end. I'm gonna have a nice and relaxed morning coffee now, and after that I'm gonna break this fast. Longest I've done to date. Alright, the time has come. It's 73 hours since my last meal, and I'm now gonna break my fast. Here we go. Well, that is a wrap then. The fast is broken. Had some electrolytes after that. Now out for just a little walk on this beautiful autumn day today, to wait to start eating properly again. If you're wondering why on earth would I put myself through a 72-hour fast, you're gonna have to stick around for next week's video. I'll explain it all. For now, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Peace out.